Hello everyone, welcome to Baku! So, it's been a little while since my last video, hasn't it? Quite a few weeks now actually, and there's been quite a lot going on, but I won't get into that too much. We'll jump straight into this video then. So of course, career mode in my Mana Mercedes around the European Grand Prix at Baku. So I could actually really quite enjoy, I quite enjoyed Valencia when that was on the calendar, and this does remind me very much of Valencia. It's very much sort of 90 degree corners and stop-start. So here we go then, just having a look at the circuit now. You can see they're almost all 90 degree corners there. And like I said, I do really enjoy it. It's my sort of circuit. I tend to like these sort of corners when it's all about braking and accelerating, rather than the kind of longer sweeping corners. I don't get on so well with them. But there we go. And there's the overall layout. 2 DRS zones as well, just one detection zone. So let's have a look at the updates then. So we have just recently, actually can't quite remember because it's been that long. We just recently did an update. I think it might have even been a drag update. But we've also got a drag update coming for the next race. So really pushing the updates now. You see on the right hand side there, we're currently still the just ahead of Renault. But hopefully after this upgrade, we'll be right online there with well, another 3 teams. So pretty exciting time for the next couple of races for the Mana team. Now, qualifying. Around the final corner here, trying to get a good exit, which we do pretty well actually. That was pretty much as good as you can get exit-wise. And just going up through the gears now, just trying to minimise the drag through these corners. And up to Rich now. Very last lap. I've currently done a 1 minute 42.9, which is only good enough for P18. My teammate's up in, I want to say P15, somewhere around there. He's certainly ahead of me. So need a better lap here to try and move up the grid and, well, beat my teammate is my main goal. Coming to the first turn now, braking just to get to the curve on the right side. Then a little bit of lock. The inside tire means I missed my apex, trying to get exit, which I do reasonably well. Brake just to get to the curve on the right side there once again, right down to second gear. Nail your apex and get on the throttle as early as you can. Actually got on the throttle before the apex of that corner. So really nice corner there. Getting a really good exit. DRS is wide open up through the gears. And we're, well, only not even quite half a tenth up then. So very, very small gains as it stands at the minute. Braking the 100 metre on the right side there, right down to second gear. Try and clip your apex there. Hard on the power once again. Jump brake before the curve on the left hand side there, right down to second to get best rotation. That'll quickly up to third. Trying to get good exit, but lots of oversteer on the exit there. The wheel spin was just kicking in, and almost a tenth up coming into this corner then. A little bit deep there in that first part, which compromised us massively for the second part. And we actually lost quite a bit of time, so now only a hundredth up coming into this corner. Well, actually, the sector to real sector time says we're 7 thousandths down, so pretty much identical then. First sector, really pushing now into this. I love this section so much, really tight, and you really get rewarded for pushing the limits through here. Really, really feels good. And just really trying to get on the power there. Lots of wheel spin on the exit. We're only 5 thousandths up, then 4,000, 2,000, 1,000th up. So we're barely up at all still. So we need to go all two in these final couple of corners there. Braking very hard, try and nail the curve, which we do beautifully. Try and get an exit, which we've done reasonably well. Skirting with the, or skating with the, I'm not sure, flirting with, I think is the word I mean. Flirting with the wall on the outside there. But anyway, into the final corner now. And wasn't perfect. Got a bit of wheel spin on the exit, but we get away with that. Now we're 2.5 tenths up. So we gained 2.5 tenths pretty much in those final 2 corners. And it's all about a full throttle run to the line now. It should put us just over 2 tenths up. I'd imagine we are losing a little bit of time, unfortunately. DRS is wide open now, so it'll probably be just under 2 tenths when we get the real time. Let's have a look.
Nice job.
Nice job. We get P17 then, so despite that, well, overall, I'd say a pretty good lap. Really, there was a couple of minor little mistakes, but nothing major, and our teammate does out-qualify, so he's up in P14 then. So only by about a 1/10.5, but that's enough. And, well, that 1/10.5 was on the table today, but, well, I mean, it was a pretty good lap. I think that would have been a near enough perfect lap to be able to beat my teammate there. So I'll take that anyway. P17, like I said, it was a pretty good lap. And pretty much the best I could do realistically, I'd say. So let's have a look at the race strategy then. So what we'll do, so we're going to start on super soft tyres and then go to the soft tyres later on. So we're going to do really quite a long stint on the super softs. It's not much tyre wear at this track. So we're going to go run the super soft to about 50% tyre wear, which is around about lap 8. And then that's when they really start losing pace. Then we'll bolt on the set of the soft tyres. So on the grid then, we've got Ericsson just ahead of us. Gutierrez just behind us. And 5 lights on now, clutch in, clutch out, and away we go then. Reasonable reaction time, about as good as everyone around me. And didn't unfortunately make up any position. Still going to go to the inside. Now go to Rich, make sure out braking everybody here. Dive up the inside, make the move stick just about, perhaps a little bit over aggressive there, but we get away with it. Still got all of our front wing. Got a warning with a collision with my teammate there. I'll be inside the Force India now then, so we should better make that move stick, which we managed to do nicely. Trying to get exit, which we managed to do really well, and this is looking good here. We've got lots and lots of Citroen with Carlos signs up ahead. We're going past multiple cars up to P10 already in the points now. Another couple of cars here, a couple of Red Bull teams here. Going down the inside, but we're going to hit Maserati. No, we're not going to lock the inside tyre. Just not managed to get slowed down, but almost hit him. We're going to go around up the inside. Oh, with a bit of contact there. Going to try and hold it on the outside now. Felipe Massa, oh, he squeezes us against the wall. We try and get a better exit, managed to do, and that enables us to get past then. So up to P7. And, well, that was certainly a pretty good start. Where was I? P17, was it? I can't even remember now. But certainly wasn't the best grid slot. And so we're getting quite a few positions off the start. They've been aggressive and managed to get to the inside and get lots of slipstream. That was pretty much the perfect start, really. Couldn't have done much better than that. So now, though, I'd imagine with my grid slot, it would be about defending from here. But I could be wrong. We'll have a look. I imagine Bottas, he's not that far ahead at the minute. And, well, we've actually managed to gap Massa behind. So we've got a Williams in front, a Williams behind. And at the moment, we are, well, we're quicker than the car behind. But we're not losing anything to the car ahead. So, tell you what, we might be able to just catch Bottas. We need to try and get some slipstream. You see me going to Rich Mixton out. Just really trying to 1.2 in front of 1.2 behind. We're in a bit of no man's land at the minute. We're just really pushing now, just trying to steal some slipstream because it's so powerful down this long back straight. And it feels like you want it forever. And it's a bit of a challenge those last couple of corners in the manor. The downforce isn't the best. It's still flat even in the race, but it's a little bit scarier. And then it's just absolutely full throttle right to the first turn here. 213 miles an hour with no DRS and no slipstream. So, well, unfortunately, we didn't get a gap there for some reason to start finish straight. So we'll get one at the end of this sector. I can tell you this race has got minimal edits. There's only really a couple of laps that we missed. So usually a video length is usually a good sign that it's going to be a good race. So coming to the end of the first sector now, I believe the sector line here. I always forget what the sector lines are. Apparently not. Where's the sector line? There's a front wing on the left hand side there. One of the Toro Rossos actually spun off, I noticed in one of the replays. So I think you got a big contact from the car behind. And I'm not sure we're not getting any sector times. A little bit strange. I think we'd have had some by now. But anyway, we're certainly gaining on Valtteri Bottas up ahead and pulling away from Felipe Massa behind. So we are actually quicker. I'll tell you what, look at the minimap. This is, well, is that one sector? Wow, that's a long first sector. And we're now actually under a second now to Bottas then. So we're going to be getting lots of slipstream if we can stick that close. Really just flirting with the barriers now, getting ever so close to them. Just trying to get good lines for here, trying to get exit bit. It will spin, but it's not too bad. We got away with that one. And we probably are just getting a little bit of slipstream off here, but not much. We need to try and close in the last couple of corners to get a nice lot of slipstream down the very long start finish straight. Get it also down. We managed to close down nicely on the brakes there. Good exit as well. We'll certainly take that. Now definitely under a second. We need to try and nail this final corner here. Get it also down a little bit deep. We missed the apex slightly, but 0.6 back at the last count. And 1.7 to Massa. So I'll tell you what though, look at the minimap. Look at the minimap. This is the leading pack. So they're all in slipstream, which are from first right down to, well, right down to me now, effectively, right down to P7. So I'll tell you what, I'm on the leading pack at the minute and maintaining pace as it stands. So it's looking pretty good. Raikkonen's the fastest lap of 45.0. Get a nice little slipstream. We actually beat that. We beat the fastest lap of the race and managed a 44.7. We hold in the dry, we hold the fastest lap of the race. It is only the second lap, but wow, I don't think I'll be seeing that this early on in the season in the manor. So it does look like we've got pretty good pace. I wouldn't imagine we'd be able to keep that sort of pace up the whole race, but for now we have got good pace. They're battling up ahead now. Valtteri Bottas, have a look at Verstappen. Looks like he's already got a move done then. The Red Bull is quite slow in a straight line. Oh, very close to the Red Bull there. And wow, let's need to see a slow-mo replay of that. Look at this. Look how close I get. Do I touch him? I don't think I do, but I tell you what, that was incredibly close there. Wow. I was so lucky. I do run simulation damage, so I was so lucky not to lose my front wing there. And, well, I think I braked a little bit late and they braked a little bit early, and it was just that Constantino effect that very nearly meant quite a big crash. So, well, we're a little bit lucky to avoid that. But anyway, we are now very close to Verstappen, just 0.3 back. We're certainly getting a nice lot of slipstream now. We just need to try and stick close to them. I should be able to take a few of them down the start-finish straight, hopefully, with all this slipstream. And the Manor has now got reasonable straight line speed, with all the straight line speed upgrades I've been doing recently. And again, because it's been quite a few weeks, I can't quite remember what's happened in the previous races. I'm sure unless you've watched them recently, neither can you. And they're suggesting this strategy. They're suggesting me pit this lap, but I don't think that's a good idea. Not when I'm in the leading pack. I'm going to stick to my strategy of pitting at lap 8. Might not quite make it that far, but I'm certainly not pitting this lap. It's way too early. Look, my front tyres are only on 10%. No chance. But anyway, so Max Verstappen just ahead then. 0.4 back. Ricardo's now the car behind, 2 seconds back. So hopefully they keep battling and we can get a nice little gap so we can be virtually guaranteed at least P7. But that's not going to be enough for us now. So there's a bit of a gap being created. Looking on the mini-map. Look at the straight line speed difference between me and Verstappen with some slipstream. Oh, he squeezed us against the wall there massively. I didn't want to go the other side in case he did decide to pit. But there we go. So that's the move done up to P6. Nice and easy. And they're actually battling up ahead then. So this could be another couple of positions here. I need to try and take these opportunities when I get them, because I might not be faster than them for the whole race. So He's just trying to stay ahead, and well, they're right alongside each other here. Going to try and get an exit. I'm actually really nicely well up along the inside. There should be 2 moves done. The DRS is wide open now. Just going to, oh, no bit of contact there. That's going to spin us round. We're hitting the wall, still spinning. Verstappen flies down front wing. Oh, big contact with the Williams, and I actually went straight to a replay there because when I was watching this live, I wanted to know what was going on, and I thought that was race over. And DRS then, oh, look at that. I mean, that's just, wow, that's just madness. And well, we'll watch another replay in a minute. First of all, we need to get out of this. We're still being hit here. So right in the middle of the straight, there's a safety car being pulled, and we just desperately want to get out of there, which we managed to do, and we're actually in P6. So somehow, overall, we've gained up 1 position there. And oh, so looking at, we'll almost end up in the barrier, but safety car's deployed, so that gives us half a chance here. I'm telling my engineer I'm going to box slap, unsurprisingly. And so we're going to come straight in, and the safety car is going to help us massively, because it means we get back to the pits without losing any more positions. Now here we go, let's get on board with Bottas then. So this is slow-mo now. He opens his DRS, and I see me on the left-hand side to get a much better exit. And you see on the right side, Vettel is squeezing us over, and he's got a car width, and I haven't. It looks like I'm coming over, but it's actually just the shape of the track. And for some reason, Bottas, well, I think Bottas definitely should have backed out of it. I'd blame Bottas for that personally. I'd say Vettel was a bit naughty and squeezing, but overall it's a racing incident. But if you had to blame someone, I'd blame Bottas. Let me know your thoughts on that one in the comment section. But well, I'd say it's certainly not my fault. Like I said, it did look like I was coming in on them, but well, it was just the shape of the track there. I didn't really have much choice. I was pretty much maintaining my distance from the wall. So disappointing, but like I said, overall I've gained a position, and it is a safety car, so it's certainly livened up this race a little bit. Currently got Felipe Nasr right behind us then. I don't know if anyone else has got damage behind me, but it's quite handy. You can see on the right hand side there my delta, that was something like 4 seconds after the crash. So we're able to pretty much go as fast as we can with this damaged front wing. And hopefully that's going to enable us to pull a bit of a gap to Felipe Nasr. We are actually gapping him at the moment. I don't know if that's because he's limited by delta or what. We've still got 6 tenths to gain, but now we're right up against Ricardo. So we've actually ended up gaining time under the safety car because of the delta. In this game it's a lap time delta, whereas in real life you get there's 200 meter sectors all on the track, so every 200 meters there's a kind of a mini sector, and that's what it's based on in real life. But it's not based on that in the games. It certainly helped us massively. So we've got a little bit of a gap to Felipe Nasr behind now, and let's try and get as close as we can to Ricardo too, because of course we are going to have a slow pit stop with our front wing. And oh, not an ideal pit entry there. We've actually lost probably, well, at least half a second there to Ricardo. And same to Nasr as well. So come on, we need a good pit stop now. We are going to have to change our front wing, but there's lots of cars in the pits. We could get held up heavily here. We need to get a bit lucky here. Come on, let's do it. And let's be released now, but no, we're not going to be. No, they're still changing the front wing. Oh, man, that is just perfect timing. Oh, no, this car's coming out of the pits. Ah, and a McLaren. Wow, 13.5 second pit stop then. That is absolutely appalling. And, well, I mean, that was a combination of the wing change. I knew it was going to be a slightly slow pit stop, but certainly not ideal. But anyway, end of the next lap then. So we're in P15 at the minute, but there's lots and lots of cars in the pits. Can't even see how many there's that many. So try and stay close to the button here, and as close as we can get to try and get some more positions. Who's coming out of the pits? It's actually Nico Rosberg coming out of the pits, and there's Sebastian Vettel coming out of the pits behind us. So, well, we've gained quite a few positions, 5 positions there. With everyone pitting late, so despite losing a lot of time positions in the pits, we've gained a lot of it back there. And that's P10 now, so we're still in the points paying position, which certainly isn't too bad. I almost hit the wall there while trying to warm up my tyres. And you see they're just a little bit cold. You're on close to 100 degrees. They're sort of 94 degrees at the minute. And of course, then we to save some fuel as well. Go to lead mixture the whole time. So we now shouldn't be worried about fuel till the end. So it's lap 7 of 13. So we're only about halfway through this race. Lots of wheels, but they're just trying to warm up the rears here to try and get a good restart. Now here we go. Sebastian Vettel just behind. Jensen Button just ahead. Button, of course, has got a slow car in a straight line. We're still yellow flag in a minute. Don't know where to go. When am I going? Now we're going, I think. Are we? Where's the green flag? There it is. And not a great start. I was hoping to overtake Button into the first turn, but that's not going to happen. I don't think Vettel's going to overtake us here. He's very close, but he's not going to be able to do it. We're going to defend as well. And they try it on the outside. Oh, bit of contact there. Tries it on the outside, but there's no chance of that, Vettel. And loses a bit of time, which is handy for the next straight, and it's not going to be near us. We are going to near Button. Can we get past on the next straight? Oh, no, bit of wheel spin there. I think that's going to cost us enough time. Yes, it is. So we're not going to get past Button on this straight. But well, interestingly, look at the apex of this corner. Look who's ahead. We've got there's a Renault, Force India, a Sauber, a Mercedes, and a McLaren. I'm expecting to be at least as quick as most of those cars. Of course, not the Mercedes, but there's slow cars up ahead. So it's not like they're just going to pull away, because the grid is completely upside down now. we've got slow cars ahead of us and fast cars behind us, complete opposite to what it normally is. So I tell you what, we have got a really good chance of getting ahead now, and I tell you, we are now completely unedited, if I can say the word, till the end of the race. So lap 8 of 13, we've got a few laps left to go, and just 6/10 back from Button now. We're just trying to stick nice and close so we can get a nice sort of slipstream down the back straight, and since it's Mercedes ahead of him, I'd imagine we'll hopefully be able to overtake him, but we need to stick close. We're falling back a little bit at the minute, not ideal. We need to try and really stick close to him if we can, and Vettel's very close behind us, getting interested, and we gain massively on the brakes once again there, and now we're nice and close to the button. We're going to go to Rich nice and early. We really need to try and get this done, and a little bit deep once again there, but try and get the power early, which we managed to do reasonably well, but always get such a good exit from there. 3/10 back at the minute, but luckily Vettel's too close to us at this point. There's no point of overtaking through here, which would be a big crash. So luckily he caught us at the wrong time there, and actually we're gaining massively on Button here. Look at this, and actually Vettel, we're pulling away from Vettel amazingly, so we seem to have better straight line speed than a Ferrari. We're going to fly past Button here, plenty of straight line speed to do that. And what's Vettel doing behind us? Vettel's not going to overtake. And you can see them all just slowing each other down beautifully up ahead now. And once again, this is still the battle for the lead. Look, I don't know who is in the lead at the minute, but it's a long big train from the leader. So I tell you what, this is going to be exciting into this race. I'm excited for the end. And as I said, it's been quite a few weeks since I recorded this, so I can't entirely remember what happens. And as we get pretty close to Rosberg once again now, I just seem to be pretty sharp on the brakes in this game, and it just sometimes we air brake quite early, particularly when they're in a big queue like that. But anyway, so all we're trying to do now is stick nice and close to Nico Rosberg here, so we can get a nice little slipstream down the back straight. And I can't remember if they enabled DRS just yet or not. I don't think so. I think it's the next lap. Just move about slipstreams. Oh, we'll have a little think about diving inside of Rosberg, but think better of that. All I want to do is stick close for now, because it's going to be all about the slipstream down the very, very long start-finish straight. So looks like the front two are pulling away. That's probably more competitive cars. Perhaps it's a Ferrari. I don't quite know. We'll have a look at the end, but slightly more competitive cars. So I would imagine that's the first two positions sealed. But I tell you what, this is still a battle for the podium, though. At the moment, this is still a battle for the podium. I know there's a lot of cars between us and the podium, but if they all keep slowing each other down, we might have half a chance at it, you know. And so we're staying nice and close now. This is a lot better. Look at this, braking a bit early and nailing our apex nice to try and get good exit, which we managed to do much better than last lap. So we're a lot closer to Rosberg than we were to Button. Now, what are we going to be able to do about this? And it's actually a good distance. We're going to be able to gain on this slipstream while not having to back out of it. And what's we're going to do is he can be able to gain on us this time. No, he's losing some time once again. And Nico Rosberg up ahead, but gaining on him not by much. Now there's someone actually goes into the pit lane there, interestingly. And they seem to slow down at the end of the straight here. It's going to be able to go up the inside. Going to try and brake very late up the inside of Perez there. Managed to make that move stick nicely, just about get my apex. That gained about 3 positions to that corner. Puts back to P5 then. Position 5 in the race in a Manor Mercedes. And I tell you what, who's ahead? It's Julian Palmer up next, and he's a Renault, and his car is slower than mine. Our car is now better than a Renault, so not by much. So I'm going to need to be on my good pace, but his car is certainly so. It's Daniel Ricciardo ahead of him, so I'm not holding my breath for getting Ricciardo. But P4 is absolutely on the cards. And I'll tell you what, if we can get past him fairly quickly, Red Bull is very slow in a straight line, so I might have a quarter of an eighth of a chance at the podium. But I do need to stick close to him. Wow, he's already pulling away, so I don't think we should hold to that idea for too long. But for now, just concentrating on Julian Palmer up ahead, and just going to try and stick close as I did in the last lap. Just try and stick close, get a nice lot of slipstream. And actually, Palmer isn't going to get any slipstream, is he? Because he's now too far back from Ricciardo, so he's not going to get much slipstream. But I'm going to get lots, so I should be able to fly past him much easier than we did in the last lap. And just trying to keep it nice and consistent now, nailing my apexes, getting good exits. Which I managed to do nicely. It's actually Sergio Perez just behind us, and he is going to get DRS as well. Of course, his DRS is activated this lap, and nice exit there. There we go. Going to be all over. I'm actually not going to go to Rich yet. I'm actually short shifting as well, because I don't want to gain on him too early and catch him in this tight section here. And there we go. Now we're out that tight section. We're going to go to Rich. Nice sort of slipstream. Look at this. Already doing 215 miles an hour. We're going to open DRS as well, just to gain a little bit extra speed, and probably do 220 by the end of the straight. Well, yes, we will. There we go. But unfortunately, Perez sneaks through nice and easy as well. So, and actually, although look at this, less than a second to Ricciardo. If we can keep that up, might have again that eighth of a chance is now back to a quarter of a chance. Need to try and we're going to get DRS. If we can get on him beautifully down this straight, we might be able to catch DRS on him. No, catch slipstream on him for the rest of the lap. And we can get. I think if we can get DRS on Ricciardo, we better fly past him. But we've got a whole nother lap to try and stick with him. And no, he just gained quite a bit down that straight, didn't he? So I don't think that's going to happen. But for now, we've got Sergio Perez for very close company behind. His car is slightly better than mine. Not much. So this is race on now. I just need to try and be very, very consistent. And P4 is in the bag. P4 is in the bag. I just want to repeat that because we're in a manner. It's only, I'm not too sure which number race we're on, to be honest with you, but it's we're not at the halfway point in the season yet, so that's pretty good going, and 1.4 to Ricardo now, so unless he makes a mistake, I'd imagine that's probably his P3 sealed. And again, we've got Sergio Perez behind with the Mercedes engine in the back of that car, but although we just pulled away, in that section, we're going to go to Rich. I'm really just pushing just to try and sneak some slipstream on the car ahead and get out of the slipstream of the car behind. This is a really important phase of the race. We're quite near the end now. But no, unfortunately, we're just not able to do that, I don't think. A little bit deep there once again. And no, I think he's just going to sneak some DRS on us, and we're just not going to get on Ricardo. If we were 2/10 further up the road, we'd have got the DRS on Ricardo and Perez wouldn't have got it on us. But unfortunately, it's the wrong way around. I think he is going to get it, is he? I think he might. It's hard to tell. But I think he might. We're going to go to standard now just to make sure we got plenty of fuel for the end. And yeah, looks like Perez did unfortunately get DRS, and we're now only a second back from Ricardo, so he's actually only gained 2/10 on us there. So I think if he was to make a mistake, yeah, I don't tend to make many mistakes, but if he was to make a mistake, something, or perhaps have to run lean, run out of fuel, he might still, we're back to an 1/8 of a chance, but there is still that 1/8 of a chance, and Perez is very close behind us now. Does he have DRS? I think he might do. So unfortunately, Perez is all over the back of us. We're on the penultimate lap now, though, so he's only got one full start-finish straight, and then a second sort of 3/4 of a start-finish straight. So again, we need to just try and do what we did last lap, just pull away in the in section, and then he can't get anywhere near us down the start-finish straight. That's what I need to concentrate on. And there's a bit of a gap behind him, so worst case, there's a salvo right behind him. So worst case scenario, we get P5 here, which is still an absolutely stellar result, but that's not enough. That's not enough. I want P4. We're in P4, and Ricardo still isn't pulling away from us for now, and you can see the car is moving around a lot more. We're just pushing a little bit more now, just to try and see if we can sneak some DRS on Ricardo, which will enable us to possibly even overtake him. Just not. He's just a couple of tenths a lap faster, and we're just not even, despite pushing a little bit deep there. That's compromising massively. Well, okay, we need to forget about Ricardo now. Forget about Ricardo. Concentrate on Perez behind him. We've got a little bit deep there. Not ideal, but he will spawn the exit as well. How close is Perez to us? He's close enough. He's going to get lots and lots of slipstream on us. Well, this could be close. This could be a close one. And let's see. Well, he's a little way back at the minute, but he's going to get DRS and a bit of slipstream. I think we might be safe for this straight, but the next DRS zone we might not be safe for. So he's just 8/10 back, so he's going to get a nice lot of slipstream on us and some DRS. And let's see, 5/10 back. There we go. So again, 3/10 in a straight. Nothing I can do about that. Still, we're on the last lap. We are now on the last lap of the race. We're in P4 at the minute. We're going to have to defend hard from Perez behind us. Almost actually hit the wall there. Let's take a couple of bites at the turn in, and we're actually going to move out the slipstream already just to make sure of it. We should now be able to go pretty much Rich till the end, and he's going to gain on us massively with his DRS. He's very quick in a straight line. He must have gone to Rich there, but no, can't even get alongside us. So still in P4. He's only realistically got one more chance at it down the start-finish straight. Of course, we also need to not make any mistakes. So just concentrating now, pushing and concentrating. Pushing to make sure you can't be close enough to get past us before the finish line, and concentrating to try and not make any mistakes here, despite the huge pressure on the very last lap of this race. Don't forget I qualified down in I've forgotten again, P17, 18, somewhere around there. So if I can finish P4 and get some, not any points, get some solid points, that would be really some achievement. And oh, bit of sliding there, I've completely missed my apex. That's cost me at least a couple of tenths. And oh, that has put him all over the back of me. Look at that. He's going to now get lots of slipstream down this little straight here. And I'm just saving Rich just to make sure I can go Rich right to the line, because I think I might need it. Right, here we go. Concentrate. Penultimate corner. Try and nail the apex. I've done that reasonably well, but not perfect. Pulling away from Perez ever so slightly, but he is still getting slipstream on us. Need to nail this final corner. Have we? We have. We've nailed our apex. Can we go to exit? Yes, we can. That was pretty much as good as it gets. Now we're going to go to Rich Mixture here. He's only 4/10 back, I think that said. He's going to get loads of slipstream on us. He might be able to get us before the line. Will he? It's going to be very, very close. Oh, he's actually lost a bit of time through that tight section. So I think we might just be able to hold on to Will we? Oh, wow, he's getting massively on us, though. Look at that. He's now going to open DRS as well, and he's going to be alongside us as he comes to the start-finish line. Where's the start-finish line? Come on, need it now, need it now. Oh, wow. That was seriously close. So we managed to keep P4. just about managed to keep P4, and there we go. That's the end result then. So we were just 2.5 hundredths up on Perez at the line there. He was certainly well alongside us, incredibly close, and it was Lewis Hamilton from Raikkonen, from Ricciardo, from me in a manner. Wow, 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 wow. I cannot believe that. And let's have a look then what that does to the driver standings. So that enables me to get much closer to Bottas, but keeps me in the same position in the standings. So I was close to Massa. I'm no longer close to Massa. I'm now close to Bottas. So I think perhaps I might be able to beat Bottas in the championship, but I won't be able to get anywhere near Verstappen, I wouldn't have thought. But wow, wow, wow. I'm still catching my breath. I tell you what, that race and the end of that race, amazing. And there we go. That's the constructors then. Up to fifth now in the constructors. We go back ahead of Toro Rosso. 36 points. Got a bit of a gap to Williams, but if we can have a good car for the end of the season, we might have half a chance of beating the Williams. That would be awesome to do. I think our teammates start scoring a few points to make that reality. But well, there we go then. So it's been a while since the last video, but what a race to return on. And I'm going to try and get a few more of these up. I've decided I'm certainly going to finish this season at the very least. And I thank you for watching. Bye bye.